episode, I believe, 24. We got a new member here.
It might be 23.
Might be 25.
Maybe let's argue about
Yes,
this.
We'll find out.
Maybe the only thing funnier than 24 is... You got a dog?
All right. Well, we got a new member here, guys. Molly, short for Marlboro. Shout out
Shout
her
out
mom.
to all the Marlboro stores.
Shout out all the bitches.
Hey,
yeah.
my mom watches this.
We took a pretty long break.
Yeah.
Not unforeseen for our channel, but hopefully we'll get more consistent here.
We took a vacation.
Yeah. But yeah. What have you guys been up to?
I don't know.
Not a lot. That's it. Not a lot. We're going to be very dry this episode and stale breaded up. We saw a lot of podcasts recently because we've been researching, doing spy shit.
Our competition?
Keep your enemies closer, but your friends. And a lot of podcasts that are doing better than us are very stale. And they just ask very close-ended questions.
Yeah,
So-
that shit really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
They're doing well.
when you sent the Instagram reel, like, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, this is pretty shit. And then I saw it was 400 comments.
Dude, some of them have 800 comments.
That's crazy. And the conversations that some of these people have.
Engagement. That's the word. They have so much engagement.
Yeah.
It's not good engagement though.
I know. It's all like they're shitting on them really hard.
Oh, pull up some. I kind of want to pull up some.
They're shitting on
some
them really
comments.
hard, but do you wanna do a example of what their content is?
Sure.
All right. Just imagine you are talking. It's like a AI conversation. Like if I were to program an AI, I don't know how to program. It would have a very basic dialogue, and that is their podcast. They're like, yeah, so it's crazy how far we've come with technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's VR.
Yeah.
That's their podcast.
It's a conversation between two pieces of bread, like two pieces of biscuit.
Two white breads.
Yeah, it's we're gonna start striving to be like that. Yeah.
Wait, did you find it? I want to shout them out.
The When in Doubt podcast.
When in doubt. Shout out When in Doubt podcast. You guys are amazing. Please keep doing what you're doing. In all seriousness, you guys are changing the world.
Dude, that is fucking wild. No fucking way that's possible. I usually like your guys' videos, but this one was a bit too controversial for my taste. Please tone it down a bit. And then they were talking about how one of them doesn't sleep in.
Oh. Yeah, I've never really slept.
And it was because I went to bed at 1:30. I sleep in past 10 every other day. Yeah, same. Every weekend I sleep in past 10. Oh my lord.
How'd you guys though?
So how late do you guys sleep in? We're just gonna start stealing their content.
Just topic for topic.
Yeah.
That could work.
So I know you don't really sleep. I haven't really been sleeping, so I don't really sleep in. Like today, actually, I don't even know what time I woke up today. Do you guys know what time?
You're asking too much.
6:30.
Sorry.
You're getting too much engagement from me.
No, my circadian rhythm's fucked. I've zero rhythm in my
Your
sleep.
cicada rhythm?
Yeah. Because
I know you don't have rhythm.
we work in the night
Your wife.
shift, and every Friday I stay up for at least 24 hours, and I can tell it's slowly deteriorating at my brain health.
Dude.
Really? I don't think sleep is necessary. I get 4 hours of sleep tops every night. And
Yeah.
I've been doing great.
Yeah.
And
I'm always tired.
Dude,
It's like the never-ending cycle.
Yeah, same.
I think it was when we were leaving the Philippines and you were talking to Kaya and it was like 3 hours before we left for our flight. And I said something, I'm like, well, I always feel this tired like at least once a week. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, dude, I felt this tired since I got back from the Philippines. Like I've not been like not tired.
Speaking of Philippines, we went to the Philippines for 10 days.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we could address it.
Yeah. What are we allowed to talk about and not talk about?
I don't know.
My gender reassignment surgery is off the table.
It is an insane country. I like. It's definitely the first third world country I've ever been to.
It's
And
It's the third world country I've been to.
I definitely saw like the most
Diabolical stuff. Impoverished.
yeah.
impoverished people I've ever seen in my life.
You didn't even get to see what we saw.
In Manila?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
But
Like
awesome
people
country
wise.
though. The people were like strangely nice.
Like
I didn't expect them to be as nice. Maybe because where we live, the people are fucking douchebags. But
dude,
and they have just as much, maybe like barely more than what the Philippines have.
the Philippines has nicer roads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was really surprised that their roads were, dude, they're better than a lot of roads from anywhere that I lived. And they're third world.
They have a lot of American influence too, which is like really
Type.
strange.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. If you're a American white guy, I can see why you have a Filipino wife.
Speaking of that, speaking of Filipino wives and engagement on podcasts, I'm now engaged too.
We're looking for Mrs. G. You must be 4'11", Filipino, and that's pretty much it.
Have a strict wardrobe of only chanclas.
Oh yeah, and when you walk, you need to like.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
But yeah, they were even like infatuated with us. People would just want to take pictures with like us randomly.
Oh yeah, we're like that.
It's pretty.
And they wanted to know my height. And I'm 6'3", so
Yeah, I'm what, like, I'm 6 foot,
yeah,
modest.
a modest 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But yeah, those are pretty much our adventure. Long flight. That was only like strenuous.
Super expensive. Don't go there.
Especially if you buy your flight the day before you're leaving.
Don't go there. Super expensive. It's really bad. I'm planning on probably moving there, so I need to keep people
Yeah.
away. Super bad. Just like Florida. Please don't, like, Florida's terrible. There's alligators everywhere. They're like squirrels.
Eventually, when I do go back, though, I want to see the beaches. The beaches are pretty cool.
You gotta go down to the whale area, if you know what I mean.
the whale area.
That's where the beaches are. The B words.
I'm not tracking.
The
So
B-dubs.
You know the B word.
I'm still not following.
Southern
Yeah.
Philippines.
The Yeezy colorway of the orange.
Oh!
stripe.
Now I'm tracking.
The Lugs. That's where the beaches are.
I own a pair of
Of what?
of the Beluga V2s.
Really?
Yeah,
Are they darker than like the all white Yeezys?
yeah,
Is that why they call them that?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize
It's
that.
crazy though, because belugas are white, right?
No,
Yeah,
are
they
they?
are.
Yeah, they're
And they have the
white.
big knob on their head.
They have
Beluga
their.
whales? Oh, they are.
They are white.
Echolocation.
Oh, it's crazy. Dolphins.
Dude, dolphins like. Yeah, and they're
They use like 70% of their brain.
okay.
Stale bread.
Hey, sometimes stale bread hits.
What?
What? Croutons.
Yeah.
I'm hard as a crouton right now.
Are croutons stale bread?
Yeah. That's all it is.
I thought it was just like toast.
Yeah, toast is just stale bread.
Toast is just bread cooked twice, isn't it?
My family's more of a rye bread. My family's more of a sourdough.
Okay, I got a controversial question for y'all. This is just off the dome.
Got fans.
This is an off the dome question since we're talking about bread and stale
Dome.
bread.
You get none?
I'm all about my bread. But for Thanksgiving, a certain side dish is either known as stuffing or dressing. What do you guys call it?
I've never heard dressing. I didn't know that's a thing.
You've never heard it called dressing?
But it's
Both.
also that's also a Josh food. I don't
What?
I don't like stuffing.
Really?
Both are.
Yeah.
Wait, she watches this. Both are things I do to your mom. I cover her in dressing, and I give her some stuffing.
Because the person that told me that they call it dressing is not a Josh food kind of guy.
Really?
No, it's Dorian.
What is he?
He's a good friend of mine. He's of the African American descent. Or, well, never mind.
He's Haitian.
I don't know. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
My mom makes stuffing now, like when we moved to the States, but that's not really a thing.
Well, do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, every holiday we
yeah.
can that we can make food.
Okay. Fair.
And
They don't celebrate Thanksgiving here for some reason.
really,
Because it's for the pilgrims. You don't fuck about the pilgrims. I'm not a big fan of most Thanksgiving food, though.
Neither
I'm
am
not
I.
gonna lie.
I'll fuck up some mac and cheese.
Like, yeah, I only turkey, mashed potatoes. That's pretty much it. And green bean casserole. But yams, do not fuck with yams.
Sweet potato pie
R.I.P.
or
yams.
pumpkin pie?
I've never
Cranberry
had
sauce.
either.
Cranberry
You
sauce
never
is
had-
dog shit.
I never had. I've seen the cranberry sauce fleshlight that one dude makes,
You would not find them like this.
but I don't know. We usually don't eat the typical Thanksgiving foods either, except the turkey.
So what does your Thanksgiving food consist of?
Chicken.
Well, it's supposed to be lechon asado. It's like the pork
Mm-hmm.
on the bar spinning over the fire.
Crusted.
But my mom makes turkey because she's Muslim.
Whitewashed?
No, she's Muslim. She doesn't eat pork. That's haram.
I thought she was 7-day activist.
Same thing.
Is it?
All religions are the same thing.
That's what I had this conversation with a buddy of mine the other day. I was like, when do you think the day will ever come where people will realize like that all religion's the same?
Yes, that's when we unite and fight them.
yeah. Shit, no.
Oh, dude, that's side topic. Let's add that. I'll add that to my notes for when I'm writing something,
Okay.
which I'm gatekeeping for now.
yeah.
But that's going in the ideas box. Like
Speaking of religion
Holy Wars.
and holy wars, I saw this tweet a while back and I think about it a lot. If you had the ability to tell every single person on planet Earth one thing at the same time, what would you tell them?
Who was at the TikTok Riz party? Blue tie guy.
Skibbity toilet.
Well, someone said that they would basically be like, if you could tell everybody in the world one thing at like the same time, like they would hear it in their mind, I would just be like,
God is lying.
I am God and your religion is right, or like something like that. Just convince them.
I would
my
say
God.
Where are you going, Molly?
that's essentially the same thing as I just said. Like, God, your God is lying. That one's probably worse because then everyone wouldn't know where to turn.
Yeah.
Versus your God is right, then people just that's easy. People will get aggressive.
Everyone already believes that though.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't
But
say-
it would just be like a confirmation. But if I told them your God is lying to you, then like they'd be like, shit, what do I do?
I don't know. I think about random tweets a lot. Takes up a lot of space in my brain.
Yeah.
Like the ASAP Yams tweet of when he was in rehab. I'll have to find the tweet and we'll throw it up. But actually, you know what? You guys talk. I'm gonna find it right now because it's probably my favorite tweet of all time.
All right.
Just talk about stale bread for a
You see, he was
second.
drinking Hennessy in that ad.
No.
Not that we're watching anything right now, but just look at his hand.
Oh my God.
Made for something.
Yeah, but no, and then I'm just, as I've gotten older now, I've become less of a fan of organized religion.
Really?
As I do, like, have the belief, and I grew up Christian and everything, I just think the people make it, like, worse. When they're supposed to make it better, you're supposed to, like, band together and connect and all be, like, children of God, like, I don't know, I guess that's what Christians say. But then they don't.
They do
like,
the
Yeah, they
opposite?
don't practice what they, like.
I think
Apparently, like-
people, humans, holy shit, that looks kind of scary, are just naturally, like, hypocrites. Dude, we're so, like, imperfect. So I don't think we can have.
What do you think makes it imperfect, though? You think it's like,
The devil. That's what they
Yeah.
say.
Wait, what's the question? I found the ASAP Yams tweet. But what's the question?
we were just talking about organized religion and how
Organized crime?
How we can't.
it's like communism on paper. Like, it sounds super good, but then people ruin it.
Yeah, because what makes humans the worst?
TikTok?
Adam and Eve. Eve fucked us all.
So women, they're the problem.
That's why I don't talk to any women.
That's why they don't talk to you.
Except for you.
They know you're too smart.
I
don't know.
The tweet.
Back in 2014, this is my favorite tweet of all time. I was 14 when I read this, but ASAP Yams tweeted, I got penalized in rehab because a bitch was about to commit suicide, and I said, oh, it's fucking lit. And I don't know why, but that tweet has stuck with me for the past 10 years.
What did he pass away from?
I think he OD'd.
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Shout out to Yams.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just my take on religion. And
I don't know. I have a whole thing. I have a constant battle all the time because I don't have a religion. No homo. But I want to have. Here's where my conflict comes in. I want to have faith, but I don't know in what.
Yeah.
And that's all religion is. It's just faith.
I believe in a creator, and I could put faith in like believing that there's a creator, but following one and believing that one story is right out of like all of them when they're all super similar, and believing that like this God is that story sounds more correct than another one.
I think we should put our differences aside and fight. Never mind.
I think for me that I try to put like my faith not in like Christianity, but in like the Christian God. Like you can't put your faith into a religion. You have to put your faith into it. This is all my personal opinion.
Yeah, you're
Into
offending me right now.
Into a God, because like Christianity throughout the years was used to justify like the Crusades and everything. So I don't put my faith in Christianity. I put like my faith in like in God, you know? Does that make sense?
I mean,
Yeah. But
salvation.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, but if you put the stories of Allah and the story of like the Christian God, they're the fucking same person. Like, I don't know how you
the
explain that to
same thing.
someone.
They're the same person, but the religion's different. Right? Is that
Well,
what you're
Yeah,
trying to
it's
say?
just like this is how you please God. No, this is the way you please God.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know like what it says that has like the Middle East and everyone, and the way we have wars is like everyone that doesn't believe in Allah, like they must be killed. I don't know how that's justified in their way of following a religion.
What? That makes sense to me. You don't believe what I believe? It's over.
Like, do they believe they're saving us from, or that,
By
or we're-
killing me?
or we're ruining the world, so they need to.
I mean,
rid
it's
of
the
us?
same as like he's talking about the Crusades or just when Europeans colonized America.
Yeah.
They were saving them. They're like, dude, you're like all sorts of fucked up. You're Catholic now. Like that'll save you.
Catharticism.
And they saved them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm tracking now.
I don't know. I think
we should force people onto our beliefs.
Yeah.
isn't that what we're trying to do? I thought that's what we've been doing with this podcast the whole time.
That is, I think I said it before. I'm trying to like not brainwash, but awaken the sheep and then put them right back in my farm.
That is also a conversation. I had a pretty deep conversation with my friend yesterday, actually, because I was so
The fun guy.
yeah. I was a little bit drunk, but I was like, dude, it fucking blows my mind how someone, like, so I'm from Fresno, I'm sure everyone knows, how someone can just be comfortable and never leaving. Like, I have some friends that tell me that like I'll never leave Fresno.
Like your hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like you don't have like just the itch to go explore.
Even a county over.
Yeah. Cause like even then, and then I got on the topic of finding my significant other. Shout out Molly's mom. And I was like, that's an amazing story. The fact that I had like traveled across the world and we just happened to stumble on like a path together, and then we realized we liked each other. How do you believe like that it's the true love of your life when you just happen to grow up in the same city?
Faith.
And you like I don't know, yeah, and, like, I don't know, and it's
Shout out to my
never-
sister. High school sweetheart. Been married for like 6 months.
I've not been married to her that long.
But your sister left. Like she's like.
She did.
Yeah, but still, but she had like the inclination to want to leave her hometown. Yeah. I just can't imagine being so locked and like stuck in a circle to never want to leave.
I don't think it's the soulmate thing. I think that could happen anywhere, but like definitely not wanting to leave your hometown. I think that's sickening.
I think that's a very close-minded.
Some people have no choice though.
You're right. I agree with that. That not everybody has the opportunity to go out and experience. Dude, the experiences that us three have shared, like nobody, not a lot
Impossible.
of people get that.
Yeah, you guys are very
Like
small
even
terms.
my
Yeah.
sister, like she may have left her hometown and been able to start her own life and stuff. Not a lot of people even get that. Like,
Yeah.
but it's all about.
But you could do anything you want, though.
Yeah,
What's
but-
stopping you from?
I'd say in
Moving-
America, because we saw the hut people.
Yeah, yeah.
They literally have no choice. They could, but they're like so far gone.
What's preventing someone from, like, okay, you stay in your hometown a little bit and you get like a job at a gas station or something. You save up a little money, and then you just move to like a different state and get a job at another gas station and
Or just applying for a job online in another country or another state. Like, I think it's you have said this a lot. It's the comfortability
Oh
of
yeah,
where you're at in life.
people love being comfortable.
Yeah, you're not challenging yourself, but you're also not like struggling. You're like right in the middle of just being like,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I could,
it's complacent.
oh, goodbye. You're right in the middle of like, you're not struggling, but you're not being challenged, kind of thing.
I think. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, the one argument I can see that like it's pretty valid is the fact you want to be around your family.
Yeah,
Because I don't think what's kind of sucks is when I have kids that my parents are never gonna like. There's no reason for them to leave Fresno now. They already have like everything established and all their families there, and they have a house and everything. The only thing that sucks is my kids aren't gonna have the relationship I have with my grandparents. With their grandparents. Because I don't see myself ever moving even back to California probably.
I agree.
But I don't know. Maybe I can convince my parents to move.
I've told my parents, Mom, I'm not going back to California. Like, it's not that I despise California. California made me who I am, you know? The experience is there.
Yeah.
But I don't see myself moving back. I don't even want to, like, go back. Like, if my family wasn't there, I'd have no problem spending the rest of my life never going back to California. There's nothing there for me.
No, California as like
I think if
scenery
they
wise is
fixed it,
awesome.
if they fixed California, I think it's probably one of the best places, probably in the world to live.
Geographically.
Yeah, they have phenomenal weather. They have
I agree.
everything.
They have every
But-
biome.
But,
But
it's so
it's
materialistic and so
Yeah.
fake and people. I hate the people, dude. You Californians suck balls,
Yeah.
especially Fresno, California.
That's like, yeah, I was also with the same friend. It's funny. I was saying I don't think there's a lot of people that I went to high school with that I could sit down and have like a genuine conversation with. It'd either be about what I've done, what they've been doing, or about sports. It'd all be like surface level, just talking to move your vocal cords.
Dude, I agree. Because the first time I went back to California, like after being here, I like went back and like met up with like old friends, and I was like, dude, you guys are like not losers, but
Everyone is just like, I don't. And then when I start talking, they're like, "Oh, like, you're as high and mighty. Like, you think you've just moved?" I'm like, well, no. Even people that have lived in different states and moved around, you can tell they're just like more human. I don't know,
yeah.
not stuck inside this world. Like, there'll be some people where, like, I could talk with, and like I miss them and I want to hang out with them when I went back home. And it was just like this weird vibe, like, oh no, man, I'm doing this, or I'm like, bro, I don't know.
Leave the country one time when you think you're the Buddha.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I didn't have a lot of friends in high school, so the few people I was close with, I think I could probably still like talk to them. Shout out you guys. You know who you are.
The one friend I have from high school is not even in California anymore.
Really?
So, yeah.
I don't know. My best friend, the Buddha, shout out Mariano. I can easily have a conversation with him because he's just me.
Yeah.
But maybe people that weren't my friends, people that I just like were in my classes and I was cool with,
Yeah.
I would never. Full offense to you if you're watching this or when you watch this, because there's gonna be a point where you watch this and you'll be like, wow, I wish I was friends with that guy. Anyway, I would not talk to you today.
Yeah.
Period. Grow up.
It was also a weird dynamic at my high school too, because I went to a very like high class high school on like the good side of town, and no, and I always thought like,
Struggle meal.
yeah, like growing up, I always thought like my family was struggling because I didn't have certain things, but we were just normal middle class people. Like, I don't know, and so looking back at it, I don't know. Like, mom said she was driving by because my parents live right around the corner from my high school now. She's like, there was 2 fucking cyber trucks in the what? No fucking kid needs a cyber truck.
Wait,
bro.
in the
Like,
school lot?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it was
Yeah.
like no, like I don't care how much money you have, like ruining someone's, like they're just ruining your like thought on money and the way you like view money.
No, I agree with what you're saying. Because
Go ahead.
I used to feel like the same way. Like, sometimes I would think, like, oh man, my family's kind of poor. But then I'd start to like look into it and then be like, wait, No, we're just like,
It's
Normal?
yeah,
Yeah,
working
like-
class people.
and then I left home and I met like some people that like actually like struggled and like lived out of their car and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, so I actually had it good. But you know what? Everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, Molly. Everybody's normal is different. Like
Yeah.
your normal is different than my normal. Your normal is different than mine and different than his. Everybody has their own normal, you know?
That's why it's good to travel.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
really,
yeah,
you start to realize that.
Because if you stay where you're from, like everybody's normal is like generally the same because
Pretty similar, yeah.
you're just with the same shit. Once you realize,
Like there's different types of normal out there.
yeah,
Like the biggest example is like my normal, like I know this is different for you guys, but my normal is like two parents that have been married for like 25 years.
really,
Yeah, and shout out to Jepson because he was the one that kind of like
he's
I don't-
normal.
No, but he was the one that told me that everybody has their different like normals.
Dude, I was saying, never mind. Keep going. Keep going.
I don't even know where I was going now.
And
But
my
shout out-
normal is like having 4 parents.
Yeah,
I've had
like,
it for my
that's
whole life.
normal for you.
Yeah.
But dude, everybody's normal is different, and I don't know.
I don't think I have a normal, to be honest.
Yeah, you're not normal.
Yeah, I don't think I have a normal.
Who the fuck?
But
is
I'm okay
normal?
with it. Norman? Normandy?
Man, that,
The Germans.
man.
But I don't know, I'm okay with my situation. Like I'm grateful for everything I've had, even though I don't have like a lot of what normal people grew up with. Like, I don't know, I still came out pretty normal, I think.
Nope.
So what? Kai asked me this question, and I'll answer last. What do you think you'd be like if you had never left home?
I wouldn't be here.
Still,
I'd be
bro.
at home. I don't know. I would not be speaking English right now.
Yeah. But
So that's one big difference.
like working, you think you'd probably have gone to college, or you would just like.
I think I would have been a parent by now.
Mm.
I think.
Dude, I think I would have been a drug addict.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, were you talking about if I never left Puerto Rico or Florida?
Either one. I was thinking more Florida, but
If I never left Florida, I'd probably be a drug addict, like for sure. Like that shit just sounds cool. It's just cool to get into.
no worries.
Don't give me fentanyl. I'll eat that shit up.
Do not give me any painkillers.
What about you, Dennis?
Dude, I've said this before. I think
You'd be fat.
I don't think so. No, because
It's a weird accusation. You've been thinking about that for a while. You're finding the right words to bring it up.
Because I was definitely chubbier before I left home.
You gotta throw up the picture your dad took of you.
You guys have that.
Your prom pic?
That wasn't. What was that?
It wasn't prom, but we'll just say it's his prom pic.
It's definitely. I'll send my prom pic if y'all want.
No, we don't want that.
Oh man.
That is
I
your
just
prom
picture
pic.
like the stereotypical like Josh, come downstairs.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'd still be working. Probably at the same place I was before. Shout out Granger.
Granger,
Yeah.
the grocery store. Or is that?
No, it's an industrial supplier. I was making good money there.
I think I would have probably forced myself to go to college.
I don't think I
TBH.
would have gone to college.
I don't think I fucking hate school.
I hate school.
I don't know. I kind of want to go back to school.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I have to just 'cause
Yeah.
that is just like a credential to show someone that
Yeah.
I'm
That's-
able to learn.
That's what I feel.
I don't feel like I'll learn anything though,
I don't feel like I have to. do
Damn, you
anything.
really stepped on these.
and I don't have a. I think it'd be easier for me to go back to school confirmingly if I knew what my passion was.
Yeah, I don't, dude. I don't have a passion.
Aerospace engineering.
Yeah.
Dude, like
I'm not passionate about that. Me, personally.
Astro, I don't know. I've looked into it and it's very intriguing to me.
I'm just not passionate about anything. I'm still
I'm interested in space and everything, and I think that's why I want to get a job at NASA. And I want to,
Aerospace engineering.
and like improve the whole world. Not,
My dad just talked to me about that. Shout out to my dad. I talked to him recently. Rare Canon event. It's like a solar eclipse when I talked to him. So respect to my dad. But he was like, dude, you got to get your aerospace engineering degree. I was like, dude, why? He's like, you have to. He's like, isn't that what you like? And I think he's right. I do fuck with that shit.
I think, dude.
But I don't know.
So I've looked into it quite a bit. Most of my time when I was in Delaware, that's like mostly what I was doing, just looking at like degrees and shit. And I came down to aerospace engineering. For me, I think, for one, you could get a job pretty easily at NASA if you had an aerospace engineering degree and with our background. Two, if that doesn't work out, just go work at Boeing or something like that with our background and with that degree. And then my plan C is most Formula One teams, their aeronautics, like aero division, is all aerospace engineering degrees. So that's my plan C. But it's all on campus lectures mostly. So, but I highly recommend y'all look into it because I think that's
yeah.
I have to get a degree.
classes. Like I looked up like the roadmap for it. A lot of the classes seemed interesting. Like you gotta take like physics 1, physics 2. Like I don't know. I like physics.
I don't know. I think here, I've never liked school, even though I did do very well in school. But here's the thing now. Now that, like, I'm not grown. I'm still a child. But now that I've grown up, I think I've, like, learned how to learn and learned how to,
Bullshit your way through.
well, yes, but like no, learn how to actually like care about what I'm doing. Like it's not just me showing up to school just to get it out of the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I go into like a research phase for something, it's cuz I actually want to learn about it. So, I think if I could do classes like that I actually cared about, that it didn't feel like a chore, then
Yeah.
See, I actually really like learning. The only I hate homework, dude. That shit seems so pointless.
yeah,
to me.
like it just seems like a chore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why we have Chat GPT now. And we have Chat GPT.
Then what's the point of assigning fucking homework now? Like most teachers have to know that their students are gonna cheat and
Yeah.
not actually do it. I think.
Yeah, but what about like testing at the end?
Homework is supposed to help you.
Yeah,
get
exactly.
Ready for it.
Like
Yeah.
remember.
But I think a good way to. Maybe it's just the way I learned too, though. So it's probably different for everyone. But like, the way you keep your grade up and like pass the class is like being proactive in class.
Well, yeah, that's what I did. I never did homework. I just did that. I just paid attention.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. That, as much as I hate to say it, that's not good enough to get into like a deep degree, such as that's not good enough
Yeah, no.
because you can't really retain it unless you see it like a lot.
You got to
The
practice.
thing that like this, I obviously I didn't mind doing math homework because math seems like the only thing where you need to practice like doing formulas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like writing papers, dude. I hate writing papers.
Yeah, English, like writing.
Well,
I agree with
that's the like turn off for school for me. That's why I would look like or I'm looking more into doing certs and stuff, because it's just you learn the thing, you read about the thing, and then you test on the thing, and then you're done.
And then you have a certificate.
Versus, like, I don't have to write a thesis for a class I don't want to take, or just extra shit. Like,
That's why I could never get a PhD, dude. A thesis seems so fucking like. How do you come up with a new problem?
Midsummer.
What?
Remember he was writing his thesis on the festival? You can write your thesis on anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have to find something new that no one's ever talked about.
Someone's talked about everything before.
No. It is hard, though. That's why not everybody gets their PhD.
Dr. Miaz.
Dr.
Muscle Miaz.
That would be
Mr. Doctor, Professor.
Because I did want to be a psychiatrist for a little while.
Oh, that interests me probably more than space.
Yeah, same.
The human brain.
Really?
Yeah, I love
Broccoli.
Rocket League? I don't know.
like developmental studies, like studying children and stuff, and like why people become the reason or the way they are.
Have
That's
you
always
ever
interested me
watched
too.
Mindhunter on Netflix?
I've started, but it's really hard for me to sit down and watch a show.
Okay, because
You ever watch Mind Goblin?
But I've seen the first 2 episodes.
I've only seen like the first 2 as well. And I couldn't get into it, but I've heard it's really good.
Is it similar?
To Mind Goblin?
Yeah, it's pretty little similar.
What's Mind Goblin?
If you had to ask. Your mom knows.
Back on the top, I guess if I had never left my hometown,
Holy shit, we got so far off topic.
You'd be a doctor.
no, definitely not. I'd probably be working some minimum wage job, just getting through every day, probably getting high every night, and then every day I didn't work, probably going out.
So
To
you'd
the
be a
bar.
pharmacist.
Yeah, going out to the bar with my friend or something. I'd probably be married to someone that I didn't actually love.
So literally like every other person back home right now that I know of.
Is that so bad?
That's someone's normal.
But I also,
That is somebody's normal.
I do like the people that are stuck at home. I kind of envy them because I wish my brain could work that way and not be so.
You wish you could be okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you.
Would you be happy though?
No, he's saying that he wishes he could be happy off of that.
But would you truly be happy, or would you just be like convincing yourself you're happy? Because I feel like that's what a lot of people do. I feel like there's not a lot of people in this world that are actually genuinely happy. I think a lot of people just convince themselves that they're happy.
Yeah. I
Isn't
also
that how
think,
you get happy, though?
No,
it's-
is it? I don't know, bro.
It's also a big thing in our generation. There's a lot of mental health problems with in our generation.
And just throwing a mask on.
Just
kinda
grow
thing.
up.
Yeah. But I don't really know how you solve that. I think it's just social
You have
media.
depression?
And
Dude.
social media, the rise of different types of drugs, and
No, you know what it is? Which social media is a big reason why. You know how I always say the ignorance is bliss thing?
Yes.
Social media has just given a people such a big view of everything there is in the world. So it just gives people say comparison is a thief of joy.
yeah,
People are just seeing so much. They're so overstimulated with things that they don't have that's what they start focusing on. Nothing's ever good enough because they've already stuff that people back then in their lifetime saw, they don't have to work for it. You can see everything from your room. So
do you know that
when you actually see it, it's just not rewarding.
you know that the human brain can't process a photo, your brain sees a photo and thinks it's real. It can't determine-
Differentiate?
Yeah, if you see a person in real life and you see a photo.
Not me. I'm different. I see a photo.
That's why when like people see like Instagram models or something, they become like a little bit of obsessed and like with that person in the photo.
That's me with Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Hit me up, Sydney.
What do you mean? I can tell that's not a real. Is that not her?
No, it's like the like you fall in love with the person in the photo, and that's not necessarily that real person.
Oh, I see what you're
okay,
saying.
okay.
You fall in love with a false image.
Yeah.
And your brain can't differentiate that that's not.
That's what religion does.
That's just like normal dating, though. Like
Yeah.
everybody falls in love with a false image of someone.
Yeah, there's a thing I read where, like, there's 3 people in a relationship. There's the person that you know, or I guess 4. Like, well, from a perspective of like yourself, there's 3 people. There's what you know about yourself and the person you are.
What you show others?
Yeah, and then what your partner sees, and then what your partner actually is.
Yep.
See, that's a thing that wasn't a thing before.
Yeah.
Like,
What do
I'll
you
say
mean?
50 years ago, that wasn't really a thing. Like, when you met somebody, you met somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you never fall in love with someone you've never met.
How do you know? Were you there 50 years ago?
That's true.
You ever heard of a pen pal?
That is crazy.
Well,
Letters?
Yeah.
If you want to go there, I can't even prove last week existed, so. Is that what you're saying to me right now? Because I wasn't there? How do I know I was there last week?
Alright, relax, buddy.
I'm saying if everything is black and white and everything is true as far as we've been told, 100 years ago, you can never, or I'll say 300 years ago, you couldn't fall in love with like a false. Well, you probably could, but it'd be a lot harder.
No, there's-
now it's so accessible.
There's movies and stuff.
300 years ago?
Oh, I thought you said 30
no,
years
I
ago.
moved it to 300 years so that
So what would that be?
for insurance,
1724?
I don't know.
There's Telegram, like, bro, this girl's bad.
They actually 300 years ago, I don't think they had Morse code. Smoke signals? What? Bro, we gotta go.
There's
2 puffs of smoke this time.
there's wanted posters.
Maybe.
Get down to the tavern.
I didn't say it was impossible. I just said it was like a lot harder for you to like find.
I agree.
And seeing like stone carvings, you'd be like, oh my god.
I gotta go rub one out. No, because like now shit's so saturated. Like Instagram, there's a bunch of objects on there. Like dating sites like Tinder Premium, which they still haven't accepted my application.
It's gonna be so weird when we're old, dude. There's gonna be a bunch of like just old women walking around with soggy diapers.
What?
The BBLs. BBL.
I'm into that.
I don't know, dude.
Whoa. Yeah, 30 years from now, what's that going to be? That's only going to be 2020 or 2054.
2016, yeah.
Yeah, we
2054?
54.
That's if like the Earth is still around.
2004 was 40 years ago. You feel old yet?
No,
This is
wait.
I don't know. There's every time, like every series in time, always has the like panic that the world's not gonna be
Yeah,
here.
but this one's different.
Yeah, like
They
there's
said that 10,000 years ago.
over the 4 billion years that this Earth's been here, it's gone through so much change.
Allegedly.
What do you mean? The Earth has only been around for 2024 years.
But like something's bound to change. Obviously, like humans we probably shouldn't be doing shit and like fucking up the ozone or doing emissions, but
You fucking with the ozone?
You fuck with the ozone, no.
but I mean, what do people want us to do? Like
I think
the
bound to
technology.
happen anyway.
Yeah.
Like everything's a cycle anyway. So
Might as well just speed it up.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if we're not gonna work together, then it's gonna
Yeah, but that's why I like those theories where, like, this is like everything's happened already, and then we just eventually reach our own demise.
Restart every
Yeah,
time.
because I could see it being pretty possible. I don't know, like you said earlier, like there's never been a new idea, so
That's how it is in the show that you told me to watch. Like,
Body problem.
yeah, that society just restarted a bunch of times. You know what's weird?
What?
This might be a plot hole, but how did they know that they restarted? Like, how would we know?
We don't, bro. There's history.
there'd be like remnants. I feel like, and that's
Like-
why there's the Atlantis thing.
Like
Or
obelisks?
Yeah.
Like pyramids?
yeah, that's like the biggest thing. Like, yeah, shout out the first episode.
Yeah, I
Did you know
did.
Cleopatra lived closer to the release of Star Wars than the completion of the pyramids?
Well, we don't really know when they were built.
Exactly. We still haven't found Cleopatra. We talked about this in episode 2.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think I know where she is.
Nope. Bro, no bodies.
That's my cat's name. I know where she is.
Cleo.
Well, her full name is Cleopatra.
Oh, I thought it was
You didn't know
short
that?
I thought Cleo was short for kleptomaniac.
I
What are you
gotta
doing?
have it.
What are you doing, Molly?
Hey, what is that?
What is it? What is she eating?
Pick it up, pick it up.
It's
My shit from earlier.
it's part of her old toy.
I took a dump
don't know,
on
she-
the floor earlier.
No more eating from Molly. Well, with Molly interrupting our kleptomaniac discussion, is there any final comments we should throw up or
No.
want to say to the 7 million people watching?
No.
Definitely stop watching this show and get on the When in Doubt.
Yeah. Shout out When in Doubt. Shout out Stale Bread. But yeah, hopefully we are more consistent. But yeah, shout out our fans. Shout out Scoop. Shout out. I don't even think my mom watches this podcast, so.
That's why I openly just talk about your mothers until the point. If you guys are gonna watch this, like, I better get a call of you getting offended.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm gonna keep talking about your ass and how I clap the fuck out of it. I don't know if you made it this far. Whoa. If you made it this far, then you know. But like, usually people don't go this far into probably any podcast. So I'm just gonna say whatever I want.
I
Where's
do.
the list?
Yeah.
Whose moms did I clap this week? Oh shit, P Diddy. Speaking of clapping your moms, no, that's pretty much all I have to say.
But yeah. Pretty good episode for our first one back in a while. And hopefully tune in to the next one. Shout out.
There is the next one.
Yeah.
We took the words out of my mouth.
Shout out dressing and stuffing.
Shout out Molly. Come here, Molly. Say goodbye.
All right. We should have her kiss the camera now.
Oh, Molly's kissing the camera?
Oh. Yeah, sure, she can do it.
so hairy.